Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Miss.
Is my voice clear enough?
Not really.
Not really.
Yes.
So sometimes the laptop position matters. How about now?
Just same.
The same.
Mm. Uh, Tuesdays is better than
Uh,
now.
I see. So I'm just going to keep adjusting my laptop. Hopefully the sound will get better. So thank you so much for joining on time. I appreciate that.
Welcome.
So how about the video? Is my video breaking there? No?
The video is clear.
No, the video is clear. Okay.
Mm.
So that's why I don't understand last session why my video won't appear in some computers. So
Yes.
speaking of which, Mr. Ariana,
Yes. Yes.
last session we talked about having another job. Now, if you could choose, what other jobs would you have?
I'm interested in project, civil project.
No? So,
And
I thought like a film star or a singer. No.
no.
Okay. So you're interested in being in a project as
Yeah. And I'm also interested in financial analysis or investment, maybe.
I see. Oh, by the way, it should be interested.
Interested, yeah.
Interesting is the job is interesting, but you are interested.
I I am interested.
Got it. So it's still uh behind the desk job then. Are you not interested to go to the field?
Mm, I'm interested on the field too.
Uh, be a what?
Uh, like an engineer or something. But my background is not
Engineering.
engineering. Yes.
I'm actually interested. Oh, I don't know. It's been my dream since I was a kid. I really wanted to become a detective.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, when I was in high school, I was already considering about taking criminology.
Yeah.
But then my parents told me that you're going to work with criminals. So yeah, no more working with criminals. Okay. Okay. How about the others? I'm just going to make the announcement. Mm. Oh, speaking of that, does this mean that you're actually still in your working hour for class? Yes.
Yes.
Oh, so if there is a call, say from other team member, then you have to take the call and so on, and you have to go on a meeting and so on and so on. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I see.
But I think it's about priority. I think.
They are in the same. How do you say that? In the same section. So I suppose probably there's something going on in that part of the office.
uh, Sorry, I don't get it.
Like Mr. Vira, Miss Ruth, and Mr. Randy are in the same finance part, right? So maybe there is a meeting or something that they cannot join us right away. Mr. Ariana, while we're waiting for them, you can practice your small talk again. So please do ask me, do invite me for a conversation. I'm going to be a stranger. This time we're meeting at a bookstore. Here.
So, okay. What? No idea.
You need to start.
uh, um, you like reading book, right?
Wait. When you want to start a conversation with strangers, you don't just suddenly say, you're like,
What should I say?
okay, I'm going to start first, and then if we still have time, you can do it later. Uh, Excuse me, is the book you're reading good?
I'm sorry, miss. Your sound not clear.
Not clear.
Ah,
Okay, let me try again. How about now? Can you hear me better?
just same.
Hmm.
Like crisp sound. Maybe the volume of microphone is too high.
Oh, really? Wait. I'm going to turn down my microphone then. How about now?
Same is.
Let's see.
Okay, I'm trying to use earphone.
Okay then. Miss Ruth is already here. No problem. Now Mr. Andy is also here. Okay. Good afternoon, Miss Ruth. Good afternoon, Mr. Andy.
Good afternoon, Miss Tati.
Good afternoon, Miss.
Is my voice clear at your end?
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mbak.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
For me.
okay. So far, I'm still trying to adjust my voice for the sound. How are you two today, by the way?
I'm good. Thank
Yeah,
you. How are you, Miss?
I'm fine as well, thank you. So, is there a meeting or something in your? Oh no, there you go. Mr. Andy is on cam now. Okay, Mr. Ariana and I were wondering if there was like something to hold you up. Okay, so um, maybe Mr. Randy and Miss Ruth can give an advice to Mr. Ariana how to start a conversation when you met somebody in a bookstore. When you meet somebody in a bookstore. Imagine that you are meeting a stranger in a bookstore. How would you start the conversation?
Who's the first, Miss? Me and
No, just ideas for Mr. Ariana because earlier Mr. Ariana was confused, like how to start a conversation with a stranger in a bookstore. Any idea?
um uh, ask him to move a little bit to start conversation because we want to take look for the book in front of him.
Ah, that's a good idea. So like, excuse me, may I? And then we take the book and do you think it's a good book, something like that.
Okay.
See, something like that. So you can start with the book itself. Like perhaps the person is reading a book is or is checking a book. You can ask about that book. Okay. Okay, now we're going to start with our next part then. I'm going to start sharing my screen. The last session, we already talked about this part, introducing somebody else, another person. This is what we're going to do first. What's... Okay. So I'm going to ask you to annotate my screen. We're going to listen to the audio. Please cross the expressions that you didn't hear or you don't hear in the conversation. Okay. Hang on a second. Oh, wait. Oh, it seems that I missed my folder. Mr. Gani, I keep saying Mr. Gani. Mr. Vira is here.
Hello, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to reshare my screen. As you can see, we have multiple expressions here. I'm going to ask you to read them one by one. We'll start from Miss Ruth. Please read number 1B, this part.
One B. Oh,
Miss-
I want you to just for the B part. Okay.
Yeah.
I want you to meet Samyang.
Thank you.
Samyang.
Ariana,
Please meet Kemal Ibrahim.
thank you. Mr. Randy,
Sam, Kemal Ibrahim.
thank you. Mr. Vira,
Hello.
Yep.
Check.
check. Can you please?
Okay. He works for PT Awani.
Thank you. Back to Miss Ruth.
He's the R&G manager at PT Awani.
Mr. Ariana,
Really?
this one too.
Is
Is that so?
Thank you. Mr. Randy,
please call me Kemal.
thank you. Mr. Vira,
Call me Kemal.
thank you. Miss Ruth,
Where are you posted now?
thank you. Mr. Ariana,
In what city are you post now?
posted. So
Posted now.
Posted.
posted.
What city?
Mr. Randy,
I lived there for a year.
for about a year. Thank you. You can always combine this for about a year. For about a year. Okay. Mr. Vira,
Been there for about a year.
thank you. Well done. Miss Ruth,
Sorry, gotta go now.
okay. The last one, Mr. Ariana.
Excuse me, but I must go now.
Okay, excellent. Please prepare your annotating tool. I'm going to play the audio. Please cross the ones that you didn't hear, you don't hear from the audio. Can you hear the sound?
Activity 3. Listen. Complete the dialogue. Then practice the dialogue.
Can you hear the sound?
Yes.
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 Okay.
Activity 3. Listen. Cross out what you don't hear. Number 1 is an example. At a seminar during coffee break.
Hey, Kemal, over here.
Hey, Alan, what's up?
I want you to meet Sam Young, my new business partner. Sam, Kemal Ibrahim. He works for PT Awani. He is in charge of the research and development division there.
Is that so? Been there long, Mr. Ibrahim?
Please call me Kemal. Well, yes, been there for about 9 years. I've been posted to different cities all over the world.
Wow, that's great. And where are you posted now?
Bangkok. Been there for about a year. Sorry, gotta go now. My presentation is after the break. I have to check the room. Nice meeting you, Sam.
Oh, right. You're one of the presenters. Well, likewise, Kamal.
So,
Wow.
I forgot.
Very fast.
I forgot to mark but this one is.
okay, Miss Ruth got it. 1. If it's fast, that's actually the real pace conversation in real life. So, unfortunately, we're going to try to listen to a real life conversation. So, number 5. Okay. Number 4, 3, and 2. We're going to try it. Okay. Number 2. Nobody is crossing number 2.
I forgot. Please meet Sam.
Okay.
I think this is.
Now let's check our answers. We're going to listen to the audio once more. And hopefully we got all the answers correctly.
Activity 3. Listen. Cross out what you don't hear. Number 1 is an example. At a seminar during coffee break.
Hey, Kemal, over here.
Hey, Alan, what's up?
I want you to meet Sam Young, my new business partner. Sam, Kemal Ibrahim. He works for PT Awani. He is in charge of the research and development division there.
Is that so? Been there long, Mr. Ibrahim?
Please call me Kemal. Well, yes, been there for about 9 years. I've been posted to different cities all over the world.
Wow, that's great. And where are you posted now?
Bangkok. Been there for about a year. Sorry, gotta go now. My presentation is after the break. I have to check the room. Nice meeting you, Sam.
Oh, right. You're one of the presenters. Well, likewise, Kamal.
There you go. So which ones that are still incorrect then? Please erase the ones that you think are incorrect and change it to the correct one. Okay. Number 4, everybody got it correctly. Number 2. How about number 3? Which one is it? Okay. Got it. Mr. Randy got it now. I'm going to erase. Correct. Awani, yeah. That's the correct answer. You were expected the Awani. Got it. Number 5. Which one is correct? Please call me Kamal or call me Kamal.
Please call me Kemal.
Please call me Kemal.
So it should be this one crossed. Okay, call me Kamal.
Oh, okay.
Number 6 again. Which one? Where are you posted now? In what city are you posted now?
In what city are you
He was
posted?
using was posted now.
Wait, which one is correct?
Oh, which one?
No.
The correct is,
Where you
are
posted
you?
now?
Where are you posted
Where
now?
are you posted now?
Where are you?
Oh,
There you go. Been there for about a year. Okay. Now we're going to listen to it one more time. This time, I'm going to ask you to try and how do I say this? To follow the conversation. So after you listen to the audio, I'm going to ask you to try and do the conversation using what are already here. Some parts are not here, right? But you get to improvise. Okay? So let's hear it one more time. If you want to take notes, feel free to take notes for those parts. Because later on, we're going to try the conversation. Not again.
Not again.
It's not moving. Shh. Wait. Hurry. Google and its problem. Activity 3. Listen. Cross out
What you don't hear. Number 1 is an example. At a seminar during coffee break.
Hey, Kemal, over here.
Hey, Alan, what's up?
I want you to meet Sam Young, my new business partner. Sam, Kemal Ibrahim. He works for PT Awani. He is in charge of the research and development division there.
Is that so? Been there long, Mr. Ibrahim?
Please call me Kemal. Well, yes, been there for about 9 years. I've been posted to different cities all over the world.
Wow, that's great. And where are you posted now?
Bangkok. Been there for about a year. Sorry, gotta go now. My presentation is after the break. Have to check the room. Nice meeting you, Sam.
Oh, right. You're one of the presenters. Well, likewise, Kamal.
Okay. So the next part is for you to try out this conversation by adding your own words, improvise if you have to make a conversation with your partner. So I'm going to put Mr. Ariana and Mr. Andy together, Mr. Rawira and Ms. Ruth together. Any volunteers?
Your voice is lagging, Miss.
Oh, really? How about now? Is my voice still lagging?
No.
No? Okay.
Clear.
Clear. I'm going to ask Mr. Ariano to work with Mr. Andy, Mr. Wira to work with Ms. Ruth to make a conversation based on this situation. Who wants to be a volunteer? Or who wants to volunteer? Nobody. Okay, we'll start with, I suppose, Ms. Ruth and Mr. Wira first?
Okay.
Okay.
I first, Mr. Wira.
Okay. Yeah, it's okay.
Hello, Mr. Goni. I want you to meet Sam Young. Sam, this is Mr. Goni. He said that he wants to know you.
Hi, Mr. Kemal. How are you?
Pardon me, his name is Sam Young.
Oh yeah, Sam Young. Hi, Mr. Sam. Hi, Mr. Sam. How are you?
Yeah, this one. You need to use this line.
It's okay. Sam. Oh yeah, it's Sam. Where are you post now?
I'm posted at Surabaya. How about you? Where are you posted now?
I'm posted at Kalimantan,
Oh yeah, what city?
Samarinda.
How long have you been there?
Been there for 3 years. Sorry, gotta go.
Oh yeah, you are the speaker in this seminar.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, so far with the you only used line 1, line 2, 7, and
Six.
6, 7, and 8.
Yeah.
See
Okay.
if Mr. Ariana and Mr. Remy can do this all expressions. Are you ready, Mr. Randy and Mr. Ariana?
Ready, Miss.
Ready.
Hi, Mr. Randy. I'd like you to meet Sam Young. He is my business partner.
Huh? Hello, Sam. I'm Randy.
Hi, Randy. Uh,
Where
how do you
you work?
do?
Yeah.
How do you do?
How do you do? Oh, where do you work, Sam?
He work for PT Awani.
Oh, is that so?
Yes, he works for 9 years, I think.
Oh, please call me Randy. Where you post now? Posted now.
He posted at Bali.
Oh, Bali. Been there for about a year. Iki, untuk tanah lain.
Yes. He's been for about 9 years. Sorry, got to go. I must go for meeting.
Okay. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, this part is actually not a question, so yes, as a question it feels weird. It's actually statements of been there for about a year. Not been there for about a year. If you pay attention, number 1 until number 3 is actually the introduction speaker lines.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, it's still the same person introducing another person. So, Kamal, I want you to meet Sam Young. Sam, Kamal Ibrahim. He works for PT Awani. That's from one person, actually. And then the other person can answer, oh, is that so? Yes. By the way, please call me Kamal or something. That's another person. But so far, you took the challenge real good. I mean, you didn't back up and say, oh, I cannot do it. I cannot do it. I mean, I absolutely appreciate the trying. Okay. So, we're going to clear that. Now we're going to try and hear another listening part because the second session should be more about listening than speaking. Now, we're going to try and complete. Okay. We're going to try and complete this part. Can you see part 4 clearly?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
So there will be how many sentences that you need to complete?
9.
9.
9.
Okay. I'm going to split the task. So, Mr. Ariana, you're going to complete line 1 and line 5. Okay. Mr. Andy, you're going to complete line 2 and line 6. Mr. Vira, you're going to complete line 3 and line 7. So sorry. Ms. Ruth, you're going to complete line 4, 8, and 9. Special for a special lady. Okay. So we're going to try.
Activity 4. Listen. Complete the dialogue with the expressions you hear. Then practice the dialogue with a classmate. At the office.
Good morning, guys. Hey, have you two met?
I don't believe so. Ah, is this the new graphic designer you mentioned yesterday?
Yes, this is Gene Bosnich. Gene, please meet Ardi Prabowo. He's in the R&D. He's a crazy guy.
I don't believe a single word she says about me. Hey, can I just call you Jin? Jin Bosnich. That's a unique name.
Yeah, Jen is a Korean name and Bosnich is a typical Bosnian surname.
So, you're not purely Korean.
No, my grandfather on my father's side was originally from Bosnia.
I see.
He passed away last year at the age of 112.
That's something. He lived that long?
Yeah, that's pretty unusual. But sorry, guys, gotta go now. I have to get ready for the teleconference with our people in Hong Kong.
I'm afraid I must go too. Mr. Ewing is expecting me in his office. Nice meeting you, Artie.
Nice meeting you too, Jin. Catch you later.
Sure thing.
Okay. Did you all get your lines? Now, okay. So, who is this? Mr. Vira has already written his line. Mr. Andy, you can use the text instead of trying to.
Yeah, sorry. It's hard for me.
There's the
Uh,
text, right?
okay.
Ooh. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. One more, number 6. Well done. Almost. There's oh wait. Okay, Mr. Arjuna just deleted his answer. Almost. There are 2 parts that needs to be corrected. I would ask you to correct number 1 and number 5. Almost. So there are 2 missing words from those 2 numbers. Ah, well done. So have you 2 met? Yes. Have you? How about this one? What's missing in here? That is something. That's something. Thank you. That's the correct answer. Okay, got it. Now we got all the answers. Let's practice this conversation. 3 people each. So the first people will be Mr. Ariano, Mr. Randy, and Mr. Wira. Riana, Ardi, and Jin.
Okay, let me start. Good morning, guys. Hey, have you two met?
I don't believe so. Is this the new graphic designer you mentioned yesterday?
Yes, This is
Oh.
Jin Boss. Yes. I'm Rihanna. Right? Yes, this is Jin Bosnick. Jin, please meet Adi Prabowo. He's in R&D. He is crazy guy.
Oh, I don't believe a single word she said about me. Could I just call you Jin? Jin Bosnick? That's your unique name.
Jin is a Korean name and Bosniak is a typical Bosnian surname.
So you are not purely Korean?
No, my grandfather on my father's side was originally from Bosnia.
Oh, I see.
He passed away last year at the age of 112.
That's
Oh,
some. Oh yeah, Adi.
oh, that's something. He lived that long?
Yeah, that's pretty unusual. But sorry guys,
Rihanna?
got to go now. I have to get ready for the teleconference with our people in Hong Kong. Adi, Jin.
Jin?
Mr. Andy?
I'm afraid, Mr. Andy.
I'm afraid I must go.
It seems that Mr. Andy
Disconnect.
is either.
Oh, disconnect.
I'm afraid I must go too. Mr. Ewing is expecting me in his office. Nice meeting you. Nice meeting you, RD.
Nice meeting you, Jin. Oh, apa? Catch you later. Sorry.
Oh, this one is missing the U as
We are
well.
missing the. Yeah.
Okay. So before I ask Ms. Ruth, Mr. Andy is going to do another session because he was missing in action earlier. How do we say this word again?
Miss, sorry, I gotta take a call.
Okay, berarti
So how do you say this?
Have you to
have you to meet?
Mm,
No, met.
got it.
Met. I'm sorry.
met?
Have you to met?
Have you to met?
Yeah. And then this one?
Mm,
He's in.
Research and development.
I know. How do you explain the abbreviations?
is in R&D.
Yep.
R&D.
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 Yeah, he's R&D.
R&D.
So if we have to say it smoothly, it will be he's in R&D.
He's in
Is
R&D.
in R&D.
Okay.
R&D.
And then this one is an expression. So if you say I don't believe a single word, it sounds pretty weird because typically the expression is don't believe a single word she says. So when you want to say that somebody is talking too much about you or too big to praise you, you say, don't believe that.
Oh, okay.
Don't believe a single word she said about me.
Yeah. For example, Mr. Ayana is praising Mr. Viranaga. He is the best person I've ever met, the best friend. Don't believe a single word he says.
Don't believe a single word she said. Oh, I see.
Oh, okay.
Don't believe. Okay.
And then the surname itself, this is a Bosnian surname. So there's a t at the end, it's Bosnic.
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 There's a t in the end, Bosnic.
Oh, Bosnic. Oh, it's a ch. Okay. Bosnic.
This one,
At the age.
at the age of 112, yes.
Age.
At the age.
Sorry. Okay.
Mr. Andy is back.
Yes, I'm sorry.
So,
Connecting is bad.
but I suppose if Miss Ruth is still busy, we're going to continue then. She,
Udah sesuai dengan yang ada di situ.
somebody,
Security kartu.
Somebody
Tadi
voices.
kamu belum nanya aku profesinya apa?
Waduh.
What do you do? Aku kalau
before I forgot, have you taken your screenshot?
Okay.
I'm going to
Yes.
stop sharing so you can take your screenshot.
Okay. Where's Mr.
Done with the screenshot? Okay.
Done.
Now we're just going to do this quiz because it seems that Miss Ruth is still having her phone call. How much do you know about etiquette? Choose the correct answer.
Etiquette.
Yep.
Etiquette.
Okay. Now I'm going to ask you to do this personally, and then you need to share the score that you have. Please choose first before I reveal the correct answers.
Okay.
Wait, Mr. Wiran.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry.
Okay, have you finished?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Okay, I'm finished.
Okay. Now the correct answer for number one. What do you think it is? A or B?
B.
B. Got it. This is the correct answer. A younger person to an older one. How about number two?
Number 2, I think, is A.
A. Excellent. A man to a woman. Thank you. Number three?
A.
A. It's actually B.
Oh, B.
B.
Lower
B.
position. Oh, we should.
And
Okay, sorry.
How about number four?
number 4, I think,
A.
is B.
A.
Four is
I
actually
just B.
A.
A.
I guessed it.
Oh, okay.
I guess.
Number five.
Number
H,
5
B.
is A. A.
A
Hey, we
B,
saw the
H.
talk.
is the answer.
Yes.
How about number six?
A.
Less than 2 minutes.
2 minutes exactly. Okay. Number 7.
Not too many questions. A.
A again. The last one.
Nice talking to
B.
you. B.
Nice talking to you. Okay. So for each correct answers, you get. So for each correct answer, you get 2 points. Please tally your own answers. How many points did you get?
12 point.
12 points.
Hmm.
12 points for Mr. Ariana. You still need to improve your socializing skill a little bit.
Okay.
This one then. I suppose number 4, you got it from a host to guest. How about Mr. Rivera? How many points did you get?
Yes.
14.
14. Well done. Okay. Mr. Randy?
Just 4.
It needs a bit more improvement in socializing skills then.
Yeah.
So typically when you meet somebody in your office, if there are 2 people, the boss and your colleague, you should introduce the colleague to your boss, right?
Yes.
So it's the same thing here. You need to introduce someone of a lower position to one of a higher position. Now, this next part, Mr. Roth is still busy. I need partners because,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Okay. Since Mr. Roth is still busy, I'm going to, well, okay then. We're going to do this, all the 3 of us together, all 3 of you together. Now you need to complete this dialogues using the expressions that you've already learned. There will be no audio, so you need to guess what sentences should be filled to that part. How about at a cocktail party? Lee, blah, 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 blah.
Lee, this is
This
Sue.
is
Mr. Ruth is back. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. You have your ebook with you, right? So you can open the ebook yourself. I'm going to put you in the breakout room for 5 minutes. So Mr. Ariana and Mr. Randy, you're going to work on conversation 1. This one, at a cocktail party. Okay. Mr. Rivera and Ms. Ruth, you're going to work for the second conversation at a barbecue. Okay. You need to guess the sentences or the expressions to fill that part. You have 5 minutes to do it with your partner. I'm going to assign you to breakout rooms. Hang on. So Mr. Ariana is with Mr. Randy, and Miss Ruth is with Mr. Rita. There you go. The rooms are open.
Okay. Lee, this is Sue Anderson. Sue, this is Lee Major.
happy to meet you, Miss Anderson.
Happy to meet you too. Please Just call me Sue. Oh, ini 3 orang ya? 3 person. Okay, no problem. Sue.
Goyangin ini rese udah.
Kalau udah kayak gitu nggak bisa dipindahin Mas Bro.
Oh,
Kayaknya bisa deh. Ya.
Gini aja dah. Lu isi deh. Kita isi bareng-bareng lah. Biar tinggal ngomongnya nanti. I want, Antonet lah. I want you to meet. Oke.
Terus langsung pindahin. Oke. So, this is Lee Majors.
This is.
Uh,
I want you to meet Sue.
Anderson.
Please meet ya.
Enggak, Sue, this is Lee Majors. Enggak bisa ya? This is Lee Majors.
Lee, I want you to meet Sue Anderson. Sue, this is. Oh ya boleh. This is Lee Majors.
Please remember that you are going to lose all that you write on the screen when we go back to the main room.
Okay.
Aduh, miss you ternyata.
The miss is here. Come on.
You may want to write it on another place.
Oh, okay.
Aduh.
Hello, welcome back.
Welcome back.
It seems that you are still not ready yet with the practice and the filling out. Nobody came back earlier than 60 seconds. So I was like, nobody left the
Break
breakout
room.
room.
Breakout room.
Now we're going to try and do this. This is actually what we're going to have. So Mr. Randy and Mr. Ariono is going to be. Oh, sorry, who has the cocktail party?
I am and Mr.
Oh.
Ariono.
Oh, okay.
Me.
Mr. Ariono and Mr. Randy.
Same cocktail party.
Yes.
Mm-mm. So you're going to.
We're wrong, Mr. Mira.
Same cocktail party.
It's okay. It's okay.
Oh, you two already did the cocktail party.
Eh,
It's okay then. It means that we're not going to have. This is my plan. I actually planned it so Mr. Ariono and Mr. Randy are going to read theirs, and Miss Ruth and Mr. Wira are going to say other expressions for those that Mr. Ariono and Mr. Randy did. Since you
Okay.
also did the same thing, perfect then. We don't have to find other expressions. You must have other expressions. Okay?
Okay.
Now let's try with Mr. Ariono and Mr. Randy then.
Okay. I'm SM.
I'm Ashley.
Lee, this is Sue Anderson. Sue, this is Lee Major.
Happy to meet you, Miss Anderson.
Happy to meet you too. Please just call me Sue. Sue specializes in geology.
Well, that's awesome. Where do you work, Shu?
I work for the government.
Really? What exactly do you do?
Basically, my job is to take sure that the foreign mining companies do not ruin our natural resources.
So, you have to go to different sites all around Indonesia.
Yes, I do a lot of traveling. Well, I have I must go. Tomorrow I must fly to Papua.
Well, nice to talk to you, Shu.
Likewise.
Have a safe trip.
Thank you. Okay. So that's how Mr. Ariana and Mr. Randy did their conversation. How about Miss Ruth and Mr. Wira?
Miss Ruth
Oh,
is disappear.
yeah, MIA, missing in action. That's why I was like,
She is very busy woman.
You know.
we'll just wait for her
Yes.
for 1 minute then. Oh, while we're waiting, the name is actually Sue. That's how you pronounce the name. Sue. Not
Sue.
Shu without Y, but Sue.
Sue.
Okay.
Sue.
Simple as S-U. Sue.
Shu.
And then this one,
Specializes.
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 In geology.
Specializes in geology.
Specializes. And the last one,
Foreign.
Rain.
so it's as easy as this one. Foreign.
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 Foreign mining companies.
Foreign mining company. Most native speakers don't say the Y in the middle. So not foreign, but foreign.
Foreign.
Foreign mining.
Foreign.
Foreign.
mining.
Foreign.
Foreign.
You know?
Foreign.
Foreign. Got it. Foreign mining companies.
Foreign mine companies.
We have foreign affairs. Kementerian Luar Negeri. Foreign affairs.
Foreign. I usually read foreign at immigration
Yeah.
table. Yeah,
Mhm.
Foreign.
foreign.
Foreign mining companies. Mr. Wira is losing his partner.
Where are you? Let me see Haan.
Oh, I forgot to ask Miss Ruth, how long has she been living in Surabaya?
Almost 2 years, I think.
Almost 2 years, I think, yeah.
Oh. So she just moved from
From Jakarta.
Jakarta.
Mm.
She just moved. Miss Ruth, where are you?
How about the others? How about you, Mr. Wira? Have you been moved also, or Surabaya has
No.
always been your place?
I actually from Jakarta too, but I've been Surabaya in 16 years.
For 16 years.
Yes.
And Mr. Randy graduated from UPN, so you must be from
UPN.
Surabaya.
Yeah.
How
You're
about you,
right,
Mr.
Miss.
Ariano?
I live in Sidoarjo for 11 years.
Oh, before Sidoarjo,
Be-
where were you?
Before I live at Jakarta.
Oh, this is the difference between using at, in, and on. Well, we're waiting for Miss Ruth. So at is with a number of the
Oh,
house.
okay.
So I live
Oh.
at
I
number
live at
10 Gayung Sari.
see
So at is with number.
number. Okay.
And then you have on means the street only.
On the
I live,
street.
yes, I live on Gayung Sari. And then we have in the city
City.
only. Yeah.
Oh, in
So there you go.
Jakarta. Okay.
I live in Jakarta. I live on Menteng Wadah Street in Jakarta. I live on Menteng Wadah Street number 15 in Jakarta. There you go. I live at
okay.
In Jakarta. Okay.
So most of you are, is it originally from Jakarta, Mr. Ariana and Mr. Wira?
I got my junior high school and in Jakarta, and my diploma in Jakarta, and my bachelor is in Surabaya.
But you were not born in Jakarta.
Yes, I was born in Jakarta.
You were born in Jakarta. The same as
me
you,
too.
Mr. Ariano? You were born in
Yes.
Jakarta.
Yes, I was born in Jakarta.
I see.
So actually, we moved in Surabaya because work in Jasa Marga Surabaya Mojokerto.
Got it. So it's but Mr. Wira graduated. Mr. Wira got his bachelor degree.
Yeah, I have bachelor. Sorry. I graduated in Surabaya, and I. Sorry. I lost my words. I lost my words. I'm sorry. Okay. Actually, my bachelor's in Surabaya, and I go to work and I go to college.
So you finished your bachelor's degree in Surabaya. You go back to Jakarta, like that?
No. my bachelor degree is in Surabaya,
Mhm.
and I was work in Jakarta's JSM, Jasa Marga. So I do my work and I do
And
my.
Got really relocated to Surabaya.
No. Can Mr. Adit explain
okay.
to Mr. Teddy?
I'm confused.
Yeah.
He stop work first and then continue
To
studying
continue study with my bachelor. Yeah.
at
I
continue
see.
studying at Surabaya apa ya, with apa
I
with
can. I
Bachelor's
work
degree
in
or
Surabaya with my diploma, and I start my. I started again my bachelor in Surabaya.
Got it.
she's studying while working.
I'm studying well.
I see. Got
Sorry,
it.
I forgot.
You
I
got
don't know how to
confused.
say. Yeah, confused.
Well, that kind of question sometimes appear in your conversation with colleagues, right?
Yeah.
It's a kind of conversation that you need to practice on how to answer as well.
So how do I answer if answer like that? If I just moved to Surabaya with my diploma and I go work to Jasa Marga, and while I go to work, I got my bachelor here too.
So you can start it with I got my diploma degree in Surabaya.
No,
Then
Jakarta.
in Jakarta. Sorry, I got my diploma degree in Jakarta.
And I moved.
And then I applied for a job at JSM.
Okay.
So I had to move to Surabaya.
Yes.
And when I started working for JSM, I continued to take my bachelor's degree in Surabaya. There you go.
Yeah, continue. Yeah. That's what I mean.
we are confused to make a sentence like that.
Yeah, make us. If you know what I mean. Yeah.
So it seems that Ms. Ruth is taking a long time. Maybe,
Long time?
Maybe Mr. Wira, I can be your partner, but
Okay.
you need to fill me out with the answers, okay? Because I don't know your answers.
Okay.
So, go on, Mr. Wira. You are going to play Sam. I'm going to be Lee.
You're going to be Lee. Okay. Okay. Lee, I want you to meet Sue Anderson. Sue, this is Lee Majors.
Happy to meet you, Miss Anderson.
Happy to meet you too. Please just call me Sue. Sue specializes in geology.
Well,
It's that so.
is that so? Okay. Where do you work, Sue?
I work for the government. Really?
Really? What exactly do you do?
Basically, my job is to make sure that the foreign mining companies do not ruin our natural resources.
So you have to go to different sites all around Indonesia.
Yes, I do a lot of things. I do a lot of traveling. Well, I've got to go. All right, Sue has a early flight to Papua tomorrow.
Well,
Nice to meet you. Sorry. Well, nice to meet you, Sue.
nice to meet you, Sue. Okay. Likewise. Have a safe trip.
Have a safe trip, yeah.
Thank you. Here you have another expression that native usually do. Likewise. So instead of saying the same to you, usually Indonesian is going to say, have a great trip. The same with you, the same to you, or sama-sama. And so we just say likewise. Likewise. Okay. Nice to meet you. Likewise. If you don't want to repeat nice to meet you too, because it's a bit boring to repeat the same expressions over and over, you can say likewise.
Okay, likewise.
Thanks. Miss Ruth is missing in action, so we're just going to do this together. Any idea for Tina? Tina?
Tina.
Mr. Andy, Mr. Ariono?
Tina, please meet.
Got it. Please meet. Okay. Any other expressions? Please meet my grand uncle.
Tina.
Please meet my grand uncle, Tina. Any other expressions?
This is? No?
This is. Well done. Okay. So, Tina, this is my grand uncle. Why not? Okay, we have that. How about uncle? What can you feel for uncle? Blah, 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 Tina Ong.
I'd like you to meet.
I'd like you to meet. Okay. How about Mr. Ariono, Mr. Andy, perhaps? Any other ideas?
Allow me to introduce.
Ooh, nice one. Uncle, allow me to introduce. Now, how about the next part? Mr. Noya. Tina's grandfather fought in the Second World War too.
Really?
Really? Okay. Any other expressions? A simple one.
Tina's grandfather fought the Second War. Is that so?
Is that so? There you go. Is that so? Why not? Yes, my grandfather was a pilot. What about you, Mr. Noya? I was in the infantry. And then?
So you had to go in.
What do you think?
It's maybe. Wait. So you had to go in and out of forms. Tina.
You can use something simple. I see.
Oh,
I see.
Maybe something else? No idea yet?
No idea.
We can say something like to compliment the person. So I see. That must be tough, or that must be hard.
That's must be hard.
I was in the infantry. That must be hard. So you had to go in and out the forests. You're right.
Yeah.
Forests were like my home. They still are. And then?
Right. The forest like
They still.
What's the situation here?
The forest.
That's already in this part of conversation. In the blank part, Mr. Noya is excusing himself.
You're right. The forests were like my home. Still are.
Let's see.
He wants to leave the conversation.
I have to go, yeah.
There you go. Okay. So, sorry. I would say sorry first. Sorry. Or excuse me.
I gotta go now.
I have to
Must.
go now. Yeah, I have to.
I have to go.
I have to go.
Because there's an old friend.
Oh yeah, I have to go. Yeah.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Well, it was great talking to you, sir. I hope my grandfather and you can meet one day, Mr. Noya.
Nice to meet you too.
Okay,
nice talking to you.
Nice talking to you too,
Nice
or nice
to
to
meet
meet
you.
you too. Nice talking to you, or nice to meet you too.
Nice to meet you too.
Okay, now there are only Mr. Aryono, Mr. Randy, and Mr. Wira. Perfect. 3 people. Mr. Aryono is going to play Ono Noya. Okay, Mr. Randy is going to play Tina, and Mr. Wira is going to play Mr. Noya.
Okay. Tina, please meet my grand uncle. Uncle, allow me to introduce Tina Ong.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Noya. Tono has told me so much about you. You fought in the Second World War.
The pleasure is mine, Mr. Ong. Well, that's a long time ago.
Tina's grandfather fought in the Second World War II.
Is that so?
Yes, my grandfather was a pilot. What about you, Mr. Noya?
I was in infantry.
That must be hard. So you had to go in and out the forest.
You're right. The forests were like my home. There still are. Sorry, I have to go now. I must say hello to my old friends over there.
Well, it was great talking to you, sir. I hope my grandfather and you can meet one day.
Nice to meet you too. Yes, that's a great idea. I'm sure Tona can arrange that.
Okay, thank you. So, 2 things that caught my attention. Well done, by the way. The conversation went nicely. 2 things, though. This one, how do you say the word?
Fought.
Yeah, exactly. So you don't have to say the g sound. There is no g sound. You just need to say fought.
Fought.
F-O-T is fine. Fought.
Fought.
If you take a look at this, we're going to try and Google the word. So, fought. Meaning
fight.
We don't have that. Translate. You can always use Google Translate to check the
expression, the
pronunciation.
Oh, okay.
Fought. The last part is T, not G. So fought.
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 Yeah. And then
I
one
don't
more
hear.
thing that caught my attention is this one. There you go. You can always combine these words. So instead of what about you?
What about you?
What
What
about
about?
you? Got
What
it. What
about
about
you?
you?
What about
Mr. Noy?
you? What about you?
The more we try saying the expressions without chopping it, the better we sound as a native. What about you, Mr. Noya? I was in
What
the,
about
I was in the, I
Always
was
in
in
the.
the, yeah,
Always
I
in
was
the
in the
inventory.
inventory. I was in the
Inventory.
inventory. I was in the,
Always in the.
I was in the. Okay, then. Now the last part, as always, session 2 is about grammar.
Grammar polish.
Yes. Our grammar today is talking about present perfect.
present?
Present. Oh, present.
Present
Okay.
perfect, if you can still remember from your English classes during high school or college, present perfect is using subject, hey, subject, and then we have has or have, and then we have verb free.
Okay.
Now, this type of tense is used when you want to talk about something that happened in the past and still continued until now. Okay.
Oh,
So, for example, I have lived in Surabaya. I have lived
Lift.
I have.
Yeah.
in Surabaya for 17 years. So, I have lived.
I have lived.
Or, for example, we have joined the class for 2 weeks. We have joined the class for 2 weeks.
Joined. Oh, yeah. Joined.
With ed.
Yeah.
Join.
With ed.
Join.
Now I'm going to ask you to say a sentence using a present perfect tense about your
Present.
own life. Just one sentence.
Mm,
I have. I have worked in JSM
Mhm.
for 11 years.
There you go. I have worked in JSM for 11 years. How about Mr. Andy, Mr. Vira? Oh, and the challenge is you cannot say I have worked. Must be something else.
uh, present.
Something that you have started in the past and you're still continuing it until now. Yes, source. I have.
I've been. I've been. I've been. I've been. I've been. I've been. Sorry. I've been Surabaya. I've been Yogyakarta last year.
If you
No?
say I've been in Yogyakarta, that would take past tense, last year.
Oh yeah, past. Present yeah. Okay.
Present perfect.
Present.
You can say something easy. For example, this is so easy. I've sat on this chair
Oh yeah,
for
Sad.
3 hours, for example.
Oh, I said. Yeah.
You have 3 hours ago, you started sitting on that chair. Now you're still sitting on that chair. So I've sat on this chair for 3 hours. So, Mr. Randy, maybe you have a sentence?
Uh, I have pet this cat since 2010.
One more time, please. I have.
I have pet this cat
Oh,
since 2010 until right now.
ooh, you don't have to say until right
Oh,
now.
oh,
I've
okay. Sorry.
petted. You can say petted
Pet.
because it's verb 3.
Oh,
Petted
verb 3.
this
Petted. Yeah.
this cat since
2010.
2010. There you
Oh, yeah.
go. Wow, that's an old cat. How about Mr. Wira?
Uh, I've been here for 2 hours.
I've
I've been here.
I've been here for 2 hours. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. I've been here for 2 hours.
For 2 hours.
If you pay attention, for present perfect and other perfect tense, we don't usually say the exact time signal. So for example, we don't say 2 days, 2 days ago or 5 days ago. We use for and since.
Oh,
Okay, so I've been here since 2 days ago. That's correct. But when you say I've been to Jogja 2 days ago, now that we will have to use a past tense. I was in Jogja 2 days ago. So that's the difference between using present perfect and past tense. Okay. Now we're at the end of our session. As usual, I'm going to ask you to do a reflection. So what can you take from our session today? Rariona is ready. Okay. He's always ready for the reflection, always the first one.
I think yeah, the difficult part is idea for making a conversation as always. And then
do you also have that difficulties when you speak in Indonesian?
No.
So
Okay,
it means that it's not about the ideas, but your
okay.
confidence to speak in English.
Okay.
So if a person is naturally shy in his or her mother tongue, then the same can happen in English. But if you don't have any difficulties speaking in your mother tongue, then it's probably the confidence problem. So I think you're not that shy, Mr. Ariono. It's just a matter of confidence. Thank you for sharing your reflection. How about Mr. Randy?
Mr. Randy.
Oh, sorry. I think I must practice to be confident with the conversation with English.
Okay. So I hope I suppose Mr. Randy is the youngest person here.
Yes.
Yep. But that should not hinder you from being confident talking to other seniors.
Yeah.
Older
Seniors.
people. I
Older
would say
people.
older people, but then again, you would older. Seniors. Okay. Mr. Vira, thank you for the reflection, Mr. Randy. Mr. Vira, your turn.
I always want to make a conversation with someone in English. Actually, with my family too, and my kids. But always my Grammar is so. I don't have great grammar.
Again, confidence problem.
Confidence problem. Yeah.
I think you do have good grammar. I mean, if we're talking about spoken language, grammar takes a third position. So the first position would be fluency.
Fluency.
Oh no, the first position should be confidence. That's the
Confident,
first
yeah.
one. And then fluency, how you manage to make the conversation going. And then the third one is grammar. So in spoken language, grammar is not that important.
Oh.
So don't worry yourself. "Oh, I don't know the right grammar. I don't
Oh. Okay.
get that confidence
Confidence.
first, and then the fluency, grammar will follow. Inshallah.
Okay.
Okay.
So thank you so much for joining me on this session.
Thank you, Miss.
You've done well, everyone. Thank you. I
Thank-
hope to see you all again on Tuesday. next
Tuesday.
week.
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Thank you, Miss.
Thank you, Miss. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Miss.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.